The Young and the Restless spoilers September 9 to 13, 2024. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. Fans of General Hospital's Rick Hurst were ecstatic to hear he was making another daytime comeback, and now that his character has reconnected with some of the people from his past, you never know how things may go for Rick from here. However, did you know that back in the day, that the actor almost married Cynthia Watro's Nina? Well, not exactly the actor but another one of his daytime personas. Hurst recently chatted with Soap Opera Digest and recalled his time spent on Guiding Light, where he played Alan Michael Spaulding and Watrous portrayed Annie Dutton, to which she won an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress. And though Alan Michael and Annie were never involved romantically, Watrous initially screen tested for the role of Lucy, who ended up marrying Hurst's character. Here's how I remember Cynthia. I think I have to remind her of this, as well, but she actually screen tested for the part of Lucy, Hurst stated. When Cynthia came in for that audition, I just marveled at her because there was such an incredible depth to her performance. You know, she's a very trained actor, and it was like she took it on as a Shakespearean role and was so involved. I loved what she did. However, the actor explained that it was not the direction that they wanted to go in with Lucy, who ended up being played by Sonia Satra. When Watrous did land the role of Annie the following year, Hurst couldn't have been happier because he knew she was going to be a freaking powerhouse. Now, years later, the stars have crossed paths again on General Hospital, and though Watrous hadn't been playing the character when Rick forced Nina, then played by Michelle Stafford, young and restless Phyllis, into a quickie marriage, to con her out of her fortune, the stars get to work together now and play off their past as exes. I absolutely love working with her. This is genuinely the first time I've had that opportunity to work with Cynthia, and she is phenomenal. He expressed and talked about how she's an incredible listener and goes with the moment of a scene while, at the same time, having a completely full point of view from her character's standpoint. In Soaps.com's latest Young and Restless spoilers for Monday, September 9th through Friday, September 13th, Lily has her first big clash with one of the Newmans. Victor stirs up trouble, and Phyllis, of all people, takes a shot at telling it like it is. What's more, as one former couple goes to war, another makes peace. Which one is which? Read on for the deets on these teasers and more. In Monday's recap, Lily gives Victor info to bring down Billy, and Kyle gets the goods on Audra after celebrating with Summer. Though by now Victor should have enough to blow away his nemesis 100 times over, he acquires even more ammunition against Billy. Tongues will wag when noted schemers Nate and Audra go public with their relationship. Our first thought? They're both such sneaks, they're made for one another. As Diane fights to make up with Kyle, Susan Walters shares update on real-life daughter. Young and Restless spoilers for Tuesday, September 10th. In Tuesday's recap, Sharon squares off with Phyllis, Connor blames himself, and Nick and Mariah hatch a plan. From the Better Late Than Never files, Nick and Mariah form a plan to help Sharon. Find out the shocking details of his plan here. Having spent most of her life as a con artist, and having cheated on Billy before, Chelsea should be in familiar territory when she is forced to defend herself. So precious, Melissa Claire Egan shares first photo of her precious new family member. Sally makes a decision about her future with Adam. Why are we afraid that afterwards, this photo album of their romance will be all we have to remember their relationship by? See Courtney Hope back among Bold and Beautiful, Young and Restless spoilers for Wednesday, September 11th. She just may be onto something. Nick should probably listen when Phyllis dishes out a reality check about Sharon. Anniversary preview. Sharon takes, spoiler, with her to rock bottom, the disastrous do-over you won't want to miss. After Daniel catches Lucy in a lie, he's gotta be wondering whether he and Heather could afford a nice, strict boarding school. In loving memory of the soap actor lost in the 9/11 attacks. Mariah makes a surprising discovery. And you just know it won't be, oh, wow, there is a piece of pie left in the fridge, hurrah. You can imagine how well it will go for Audra when Victor catches her going rogue. She should know by now that only he is allowed to color outside the lines. Forgetting that promises are like dishes and easily broken, Jack makes one to Diane. We tried to warn Lily that getting mixed up with the Newmans had a downside. Today, she sees it firsthand as she and Victoria share a heated exchange. At the risk of returning his ex-wife to her vindictive self, Victor pushes Diane's buttons. As Audra plots her revenge against Kyle, is she really sealing her own fate at Glissade? Phyllis shares a proposition with ex-lover Billy. Would she be willing to lend a hand in his battle with Victor? Or better yet, two hands?